Hello, everyone. This is Noah with Unscripted Commentaries. Okay. This week I have been struggling, and this is every week, honestly. This is one thing that I have had on my mind for a while, and I don't know quite how to deal with it. And so my hope was that maybe by talking about it, I could resolve this and get better at it. But the basic problem is I always feel like I want to try to be right. Like I want to be correct. I'm afraid of being wrong and for being called out for being wrong. Um, it's on my mind constantly. And so when I run into someone who, calls out whatever I think or believe, whether directly or indirectly, right? In a comment or in a video, somebody says like, "Oh, people who believe this are stupid," and I'm like, "Well, I believe that. What are you saying?" And my immediate reaction is, well, you know what? Like I am probably wrong. And this is going to be an interesting kind of companion piece to last week's video. I'm probably wrong. Like, what does this person have to teach me? And they sound so confident, right? They're so eloquent with their speech, and they're explaining all these things, and it really throws me in a headspin. And I try to understand, and after a lot of processing, I eventually have to come to the conclusion. No, actually, I think they're wrong on this. That tends to be the conclusion, that the part that I was most concerned about is usually incorrect. But I'm always thrown off by the confidence of other people, because I'm not a very confident person myself. I doubt myself a lot. I really struggle with I kind of hate the word self-esteem. I guess self-esteem, and when I see other people not struggle with that, my immediate assumption is, oh, they've got their act together. They know what they're doing. And usually that's not the case. Usually they are kind of faking it till they make it. And so how do you bridge that gap? How do you learn to accurately assess what other people tell you without giving into the black hole that is other people's confidence? And, there's other things that go with that. The eloquence of speech. There's some people who are just rhetorically brilliant. I think G.K. Chesterton, I talk about him too much on my channel, but he's a rhetorical genius, right? And it's only after processing his ideas enough that I'm confident enough that I'm not totally brainwashed by his prose, but I am actually impressed by his ideas. And there's a little bit of it where I think confidence probably is the answer. Being able to stand up to other ideas and actually exist in some of the conflict, not completely bend to any forces that come from the outside, but to actually stand strong and feel like I have a good hold on certain ideas. At the same time, I feel like there's always a counter narrative that feels like it's strong. I feel like whenever I learn something, there's always this side note, this dog tag on the side that basically says, but actually there are a bunch of people who think it might be the opposite, and they're also very smart. And that's not the most helpful thing when you're trying to learn something. That it feels like everything is constantly in flux, and there's nothing that you can really rely on. And sometimes just learning that things are good enough to rely on for a while. If you have a certain point of view, it can change and can flex a little bit. But maybe living off of something for a time being, it can work. I'm a bit of a perfectionist in the ways that are not helpful, and so that is something I'm also trying to learn my way out of. Maybe LARP my way out of would be another way of putting it. And so that's my advice: is develop some sort of confidence to be able to challenge yourself, but then also be willing to say, you know what, I think I'm actually right on this. I'm willing to consider new things, but things I have already processed, I'm okay for now. And then develop a system of people around me that are willing to call me out on my BS and who don't agree with me on everything. I don't want a bunch of yes men around me. And luckily my wife is very disagreeable, which is very helpful for balancing out our personalities. So, I don't know if I'm going to post this. This feels kind of weird, but, maybe. I definitely will keep it for later. So, Noah, hopefully this helps. And to all the rest of you, I hope that this made any sense at all. I will see you all next week. Thank you.